It's your boy King Leo here with another video, and we're talking about the finale of the rap game. Okay, so I've been saying this season has been I feel like the quality of the artist hasn't been the best compared to other seasons. And it seemed like Jermaine Dupri confirmed that the other day. He was on Sister Circle, and he said he felt like he was catfished by the cast. They usually, basically, he goes and he finds these artists on YouTube and Instagram based on their likes and views, but he's like online. You can make yourself be so much better than you are. Then he said basically the artists got there, and he felt like they weren't up to par. And I felt the same way. I felt like everyone was talented, but they weren't ready for the main stage yet. But as time went by, they grew, they learned, and they probably just amateurs. They needed the time to develop. And Jermaine Dupri wanted them to come near already ready to go. But that's why he said he had to do the battles, and he just thought of that on the fly because he wanted to see who really deserved it. So he started the battles, and that's why he did the eliminations towards the end, because he felt like everyone didn't deserve to be there. He wanted to really see them fight to see who was the best. So that stuff wasn't even planned, apparently. He did that on the fly. So we're down to 3 artists. We're down to Naya, we're down to Tyler, and we're down to Saya. And basically this episode, we're just preparing for the final performance. So they're going to have a final performance in front of a crowd of kids. They're in charge of their song, they're in charge of the stage, and everything. So they go to the studio, and they meet with producer Bless, who's had a hit song with the song Rolly with Ayo Teo, and basically they're going to create a beat with him. They're going to tell him their vision. He's basically going to create that beat for them. So the first one to go in the studio is Tyler Rain. We know Tyler's very comfortable in the studio and performing, so she goes in there. She knows what she wants. She already has basically her song already written, so she just needed a beat to go around that. So it was like quick and hurry, and she heard the beat. She heard the time where she wanted certain things to go, and she's done. She knocks it out. Then we get Naya. She goes, she does the same thing. She already has lyrics, she's ready, and she knows what kind of beat she wants. She knows how she want to rap, she knows how she want to flow. So then we have Saya outside, and he's arguing with his mom because he doesn't have anything written yet, and he's like, he doesn't know how to describe to the producer what kind of beat he wants. He's like, I never did this before, so he feels like he's going to fail. And the mother's like, don't think you're going to go in there failing before you even go in there. She's like, you can't have that kind of attitude. This is finale. This is for the win. This is for everything we came for. You can't go in there thinking you're going to fail right away. So that's what I'm thinking too. Even if you didn't know what you was doing is going there, just basically BS it and just talk until you get something out. So he gets in there. He doesn't have a song, but he tells the producer what he wants. He hears a beat. He likes it. He's mumbling. He has his Saya energy. And Jermaine Dupri knows he's the only one who doesn't have a song. And he feel like for this challenge, you had to have a song to come over there. He said the great rappers do it. They have a song already written, basically when they could tell the producers what they want and build it around the song they already have. Basically, he's letting the beat going to dictate how he write his song. So he had a different strategy, but after he left, the producer was like, he's a star. And the Dupri, like, you didn't even hear him rap. But he's like, I heard him mumble, and basically just energy. And a lot of people say that about Sai. He's a star. And I feel like that too. And he's only 14. He's only going to continue to get better. So they go back to the house. They're writing their songs. Well, Sai has to write his song. The other ones are just doing finishing touches on their songs. And they're coming up with concepts. It's funny. Brandy, Sai mother closes the door. She's like, we don't need them giving them ideas. They've been taking ideas from us all season. I love her. She's like hilarious. So they're preparing for this final performance. Then they have the next day. They have rehearsal. They meet with Rhapsody. She's a rapper. I'm embarrassed to say I never really heard of her. They said she's been Grammy nominated 3 times, so I have to check her out. And basically, she wants them to connect with the audience and really connect with the lyrics. Don't think about the energy too much. Just like get in the pocket. Make sure we feel the lyrics when you're on the stage. And Tyler didn't want to go too hard because she had other people watching. She didn't want to give anything away from her performance. Jermaine Dupri didn't really like that. He said she's saying she's gonna save all this performance. He like that might not be a good strategy. Naya basically ran out of breath during her performance because all the lyrics, and she didn't have it. Like, it sounded like a hot song, but she just couldn't have the stamina to keep going, so she has to work on that. And Sai just has so much energy. We know Sai, he's all over the stage, and Rhapsody basically was like, you don't have to do that. She was like, you have to get your performance peaks and valleys. You have to, give us variation. You can't just be on 100 the whole time. And basically he didn't want to hear anything she had to say. But when it came down to final performance, I think he did listen to her advice. So they go back to the house. They preparing. It's time for the next day. It's time for the final performance. They meet with half of Escape. I think it was Tiny and Tamika. So they meet with them, and they were the first artists to ever sign to So So Def. So they're like looking at them like, this could be us one day. We could continue that legacy, be a part of So So Def. So it's time to get to the performances. We have Jenny there, we have Da Brat there, we have E.T. from the radio, we have people we've seen all season there for the final performance. We even have Past Winter Street Bud and Flau'jae from last season, so they're in the crowd too. So the first one to perform is Saya. Saya was the first one to perform. And Saya comes with that energy. I think he was perfect for him to go first. He got the crowd hyped. The crowd was like basically most amped for him because he has that energy. He had a little outfit change. He was on the DJ booth. He jumped off of that. He's all over the stage, but he did give us variation and just rapped to the crowd for a bit. And he even at the end, he jumped on top of a speaker. He did a backflip. It's like he had energy and he had a good song. And I think he sounds like current artists right now. So I think he killed it. You know, Da Brat's making faces during his performance like, basically, this boy is too much. So next we have Naya. Naya comes out. She has a mask on. She's from Detroit. She has an opening monologue. It's like it's a beast that's let loose in Detroit. And she's out there crawling on the floor. And then she starts rapping. She takes the mask off. The song is very hard hitting, but I did feel like she still, even though she didn't stop rapping, I felt like she was getting off flow because she was out of breath. And you could tell. But she had a good performance, and she tried to give the energy too. She was like, Saya ain't gonna outdo me. So at the end, she basically started doing some gymnastics. She does a backflip and a tumble, and Da Brat is like looking like, again, okay, this is not necessary. Like, what is this? This is a rap game. This ain't like no gymnastics thing. But she does that. She wants to be memorable, and I think she had a good performance. She had a good song. So last to go is Tyler Rain, and Tyler Rain's looking real nervous. And I would have been nervous too after seeing those two perform, but she's the performer at the house. So she comes out there. She has a lot of energy. She starts rapping. She has a little money gun, so she's spraying the audience. She has crowd participation. The audience learned her song so quick because the hook was very catchy. So she's able to pick the mic to the crowd, and they were able to finish the hook within just learning the song. She did a little acapella spot at the end. She had crowd participation, and I think she was the performance of the night. I would say her and Saya, they were like right there. And you know, I haven't been the biggest fan of Tyler Rain all season, but this episode, Tyler Rain won me over. And when it was all said and done with the performance, I wanted Tyler Rain to win. I was going for Saya once it was down to these final three. Before this, I was going for Maya and Eli. They were gone. So after that, I was going for Saya. But this performance, I saw the star quality in Tyler Rain finally. I knew she was a good performer, but I just feel like she brings something extra. She knows what she wants. She knows how to perform. I think she can take direction to her, and I think she's moldable from Jermaine Dupri, that she has that star quality, I think, that he could take her to the next level. And that's why I wanted her to win. I was like, if anybody could be a success in the rap game, I think it's Tyler Rain. And she has a fire and she has a hunger. So we're down to the decision. They have the chain, and Jermaine Dupri is ready to make his decision. He talks to them all about their strengths and about their weaknesses. And the first one to go that he kicks out the room is Naya. And Naya is looking pissed, like, how is this even possible? No, I thought I was going to win. And I basically feel like Naya had no chance going into this episode. So the fact that she thought she was going to win is kind of like, if she's delusional, it's kind of baffling. But I guess if you're in the moment, you feel like you're the best. Even though I don't think she's a bad rapper at all. But I just felt like the other two would bring something different, and they deserved it more than her. And I think Naya's going to have a good career if she keeps up at it. So now between Saya and Tyler Rain. And you know, Saya's mom has been baking on this. Like, they have a whole family they're trying to support. They moved to Atlanta to get on the rap game to help him with his rap career. Tyler Rain has been doing this basically her whole life. Her family has sacrificed so much for her. And her mother's sick, and she wants to have this moment for her. See her mother see her win. So it's time to kick somebody else out the studio, which means the other person is the winner. And Jermaine Dupri kicks out Saya. And Saya just can't believe it. He's like, damn, I came all this way and I didn't win. And Brandy, Saya's mom, she wants to break down, but she doesn't. She keeps her composure. and they just disappointed that they didn't win. You see Tyler Rane's overcome with emotion. She's hugging her mother, and she gets the chain put around her neck. And I feel like this was the right decision. A couple of weeks ago, I probably would have been really mad at the decision and probably would have like been screaming and throwing stuff at the TV. But she won me over, and I think that's the makings of a star. If she could take somebody who wasn't a fan and make him a fan. Now I'm a Tyler Rane fan. I'm looking to see what she has coming. I never even looked up her stuff. I'm about to go on YouTube and start seeing what Tyler Rane has done. So I'm looking forward to this. She is the first female winner since Mulatto, who won the first season. So, I felt like Rapunzel could have won last season, or should have won last season, but that's another story. But she's the first winner since then. So I'm looking forward to this. Hopefully we get some new music for her, and hopefully JD can make her into a star. So that was the rap game. And Jermaine Dupri wasn't too hot about these artists, so hopefully next season he vets it a little better and he makes sure he gets what he really wants. So it could be the best quality for him and the best quality for us. But I'll still be watching anyway. It's entertaining with the managers and the parents, entertaining with the kids, and they're talented. So that was the rap game. We have a winner, Tyler Rane. Reigns supreme, and she's the current winner. So let me know in the comments what you think about this. Do you think it was the right decision? And do you think Tyler Rane has what it takes to be a star in this industry? Been your boy King Leo. I'll see you later with another video.